Do you know the fastest way to stop attracting bare minimum and start pulling in real devotion? Boundaries. These are the kind of feminine boundaries that make a man either step up or step out. I know how tempting it is to settle for the almost enough. The guy that only texts back when it's convenient. You feel like you're doing all of the work in the relationship. He's hot, he's cold. I've been there, and so many of my clients have too. The truth is, when you don't hold boundaries, you teach people how to treat you. So let's get into 7 boundaries to start attracting devotion and stop settling. Hi, and welcome to She Who Attracts, where we tap into your feminine power, siren energy, and the art of magnetism. Every week, I share tools and practices to help you embody your highest self and live the life you were always meant to live. So if that's something you're interested in, hit that subscribe button and stick around. And for those of you ready to go deeper, I offer private one-on-one coaching where we dive into your personal transformation together. So the link is down in the description of this video if that is something that you are interested in. So if you're ready, let's get into it. So these 7 boundaries are so important because number 1, you teach people how to treat you, and number 2, you have to know exactly what you want in order to know what to say no to, right? So I heard this incredible thing and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so incredible. Magnets attract, but they also repel. You want to be repelling anything that is not for you. Any love that is not actually love is disguised as something else. And we'll get into that in this video, absolutely. But it's important to know exactly what you want. It's important to have these boundaries in place so that anything that comes that challenges these boundaries or doesn't fit into these boundaries, you can say, that's not love, no thank you, I'm gonna go find what actually is love. All right, so let's get into number 1. Number 1 is I will not accept hot and cold behavior. Consistency is the bare minimum. So when we are dealing with hot and cold behavior, what that actually does is you can become addicted to this. So it sends off a signal in your brain when somebody is hot and cold. When they are hot and they come to you, it sends off a signal like, ooh, I got it, I did it, I hit the lottery. I put the coin in, I put the thing down, and I got something. I got them to respond. And when they don't respond, it sends signals to your brain to do everything you possibly can to get them to respond. So you get a little dopamine hit when they do respond. This is not good. And this is not love. Somebody that respects you, somebody that is looking long term, is looking to actually get to know you, and is looking for a wonderful connection, would never be hot and cold with you. That is not the way that real love and real devotion works. So if somebody is hot and cold, you are going to say, nope, consistency is the bare minimum. I'm going to go find somebody who brings me wonderful consistency. Which leads to number 2, which is I require consistent communication. So this is the same thing, only a little bit different. It's more on the communication side versus the behavior side, right? So when speaking to hot and cold, getting someone to respond or getting somebody to not be so back and forth on how they're behaving, it's the same thing with the communication. Are you back and forth on the communication? Are you really in it and then not at all, right? This again sends the exact same signals to our brain, which says, oh my gosh, can I get them to respond the right way? Can I get them to be nice to me? Can I get them to pay attention to me, right? Not good, not love. Silence and mixed signals are not love. It's an adrenaline rush, right? It's an addiction. And it's so important to see this for what it is and say, the person that I'm meant to be with, my soulmate, would never be hot and cold with me. They would never not give me consistent communication. And if I express this to them and they decide to pull away from me, they are not for me. Which leads to number 3, which is their actions and words align. We are not dealing with any empty promises. We are not dealing with saying all of the wonderful things, but their actions never back it up. Again, that is not love. That is not what we are looking for. That is not devotion. And so it's really important for you to pay attention to if their words and their actions align, because somebody, again, that is looking for a beautiful connection, that is looking for love, that respects you, will automatically have their words and their actions line up. They're not looking to be manipulative with their words. They're not looking to keep you hanging with their words, but never come forward in their actions. And in masculine energy, they are all about action. If they are in their beautiful, wonderful, balanced masculine energy, they will love nothing more than to align their words and their actions, because they know that when they speak, it's important, and they know that taking action, pursuing, chasing after is what they came here to express. And so you know that somebody that is not doing that is not balanced, and we definitely want balanced. Which leads to number 4, which is I will not compete for attention. So incredible. It's really important to see if you are trying to prove your worth to your partner. When you are dating, are you trying to prove your worth, or are you in the energy of I am the prize? It's so important to make that energetic shift, because when you know you are the prize, you are the one doing the choosing. You are not the one being chosen at all. You are sitting here with your beautiful boundaries, and you are saying, do you align with my values? Do you align with my boundaries? And do you align with what I'm actually looking for, right? And if the answer is no, then you absolutely can wait until the next person comes along and ask the exact same questions, right? I feel like a lot of the times we feel that we can't actually get what we truly want. So we settle for almost enough. It's like, yeah, I have 10 things on my checklist and they got about 6, but the other ones are really important, but that's okay. At least they have 6. No, absolutely not. You can absolutely find someone that has all 10, and you can absolutely bring this up, set these boundaries, state exactly what you want. And if you are in a relationship right now and you feel like you're settling a little bit, there is nothing wrong with setting these boundaries and stating exactly what you want. And they will either step up or step out. And if they step out, it wasn't actually love to begin with. Which leads beautifully to number 5, which is I will not put up with my emotions being mocked or dismissed. So important. So let's say you bring up these beautiful boundaries. These are emotional. These are something that is very close to you, very important to you. This is what you're looking for. And if you are dismissed or if you are mocked for being in your emotions or stating what you need, that is not love. I used to be with somebody who would constantly tell me I was too sensitive. I needed to be stronger. I needed to not care as much. And it was very interesting to me that I thought that was love. I thought he was doing me a favor by telling me that I'm too sensitive, when in reality, I was showing that I wasn't happy in the relationship. I was showing my emotions of not feeling aligned in the relationship. And he didn't want to look at that, so he would tell me I'm too sensitive. Definitely shaming, definitely mocking, definitely dismissing. That is not love. And the minute I realized that everything completely changed for me. I was able to finally step into my power and say, you know what, that's actually not working for me. And now I'm with someone who loves my emotions, who loves how sensitive I am, and completely understands that I feel deeply and absolutely loves it. All right, so now let's get into number 6, which is I require pursuit and emotional safety. So when a partner pursues you, when you are in your feminine energy and the masculine counterpart pursues you, this creates a beautiful emotional safety because you feel like you are in your aligned energy. They are pursuing, you are receiving. This sets up a beautiful dynamic where you feel that you can soften into your feminine energy. If you are always initiating, this does not create safety. You are out of alignment. It can create anxiety, it can create all kinds of stuff. So if you are starting out in dating and you are initiating, it's not a match. Because this can show up later in your relationship where you don't feel safe with your person. You're not going to feel that emotional safety because it started off from misalignment. Which leads to beautiful number 7, which is if my boundaries are ignored or dismissed, I walk away with no debate. So important that we set these standards for ourselves, that we say, hey, I am the prize, I get to decide. And I promise you, that is the most powerful magnetic energy that you can have. A woman that stands in her worth, that says, I don't put up with anything less than exactly what I want. That makes men or masculine completely step into their wonderful masculine energy and say, I would love to step up for you. I would love to show up for you. I would love to be consistent for you. And I would love to create emotional safety for you. When you step into I am the prize energy, when you step into this beautiful power of setting these amazing boundaries, it tells yourself and it tells the universe that you are not settling for anything less. You are here for pure devotion. You are here for soulmate love. You are here for happiness, and you are looking for a beautiful counterpart for yourself. And the universe will absolutely deliver because that is the energy that you are stepping in. If you are stepping into settling energy, then that is what is going to come to you. Let me know which one in the comments hit you the hardest, because naming is the first step to embodying. When you set these beautiful boundaries, you stop being the woman who settles and you start being the woman who is chosen, cherished, and pursued. And remember, boundaries don't push love away. They filter out what was never love to begin with. If this resonated, make sure and hit that subscribe button because I'm sharing more tools to help you step into your feminine power, your siren magnetism, and attract the devotion you were always meant to have. And remember, you don't have to chase, you attract. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a beautiful rest of your day.